Okay, so before I'm going to talk about my topic, I just want to introduce myself, which is my name is GANESHWARI with my metric number is 2200389. Okay, so before I introduce my topic to you guys, I just want to ask maybe one question. Okay, do you guys know who is he?
Charles Darwin.
Sorry, excuse me?
Charles Darwin.
No?
Almost correct.
That's good. Yes, right? Okay, so I just want to ask one thing. What actually he invented? What's that?
Telephone.
Yep,
Oh.
light bulbs. Okay, he's the one who introduced the light to he's the one who actually introduced the light to our everyone, globally. Okay, yes. Today's my topic is something is related to light, which is light pollution in marine species. Okay, we guys already exposed to that with this light pollution, because in our syllabus itself also we already mentioned about the light pollution, noise pollution. But have you guys know actually how the light pollution affect the marine species and what is light pollution? Anyone? Okay, yeah. Because of that, I want to choose this topic to give a very good awareness, because something that we doesn't know about it, that something we doesn't have a good exposure to about it, but actually this is one of the most dangerous pollution to our marine species. Why? Okay, so next slide. Okay, so I just want to explain what is actually light pollution, and is that light is actually a pollution to marine environment? No. Light is actually having its own importance towards our marine environment, especially for the marine organism. Why? Because light, which is from the natural resources such as like moon, sun, stars, it's become the indicator for the organism to just migrate from one place to another place. They are searching for the food, and then they are predator relationship. It's like very significant for their marine organisms. Light is something very important. But why? Why this light is now become as a pollution? It is because of us, human beings. Why? Light pollution is not something about the natural resource. It's something which is artificially made by the man, which is we who made the light, which is the artificial light, the light from like street lamps, the buildings, the the oil industry, which have the spotlight, which is identification of the vessel, everything. That is become the light pollution. Okay, light pollution can be happen in two forms. One is something related to sky, and one is something related to the sea level, which is the light actually penetrate inside our ocean level. How? This is the thing. We thought some red and yellow is something in our like normal life. We thought like red and yellow color is something which is very intensive. When we are doing some presentation and something want to do anything, we will usually use red and yellow and white, because the intensity of the light is very high for this color. But actually, the high intensity color for the marine environment is blue, because it can penetrate until the depth of 40 meters. It's not something very low, but it's like really very high. The next form of light pollution is this one. Okay, can you guys find any difference?
Yes. Stars.
Yeah, exactly. This is when there is no artificial light, but this is happen when it's artificial light, where the artificial light give a reflection to the sky, which actually close the vision of the marine organism towards the light. Actually, light and moon is very important, because this has become the navigation significant for the marine organism to migrate from one place to another place. This is very important, because if there is no light as an indication, the organism can they lost their way, because marine organism doesn't have GPS like us. Now we just lost our connection just for 5 minutes. I just be like, hey, no, what am I going to do? There's no GPS. Same goes to them. Our GPS from internet, their GPS from moon and stars. That's the only difference. Okay. This is called as sky glow. Just now what I explained about the sky, it's called as sky glow, which is the reflection of the artificial light close the vision and visibility of the moon and it doesn't close the moon, because moon is already have a very high intensity light, but it close the visibility of the stars. Okay, what are the impact? Okay, I just want to ask this. Actually, how to say, what are your prediction? Is that daylight or night? Night time, okay. But actually, how does it look? When the fish saw this, it feel like it's sunrise. Am I right? But actually, the light source is here. It's a night time. So when there is all day, it's a sunny day for the fish. What she's going to do? As a human being itself, also we need some time for rest, because some fishes are active in moonlight and some fishes are active in daylight. So how about the fish or marine organism which is active in the moonlight? That's the thing is happening right now. We are give a stress and confusion towards the marine organism. This is what are the very significant impact of the light pollution. Okay, next. Prey and predator relationship. Okay, what is actually related to the light and prey and predator relationship? We can feel that, okay, a fish is going to eat another fish. What is actually related? It is related. It is because the relationship of the prey and predator relationship is very depend on the light, where the high level of prey and predator relationship is happen when it's daylight, and then when there is a night time, the eating of the fish is become low, because actually it's same like a human being. We will eat a lot in a afternoon and evening, and at night it's like our eating pattern will be like very much low. It's like it's not low, it's like become very much similar lah. It's not very that much high, it's become low. So that's happening here. When there is a very high intensity of the prey and predator relationship, the extinction of marine mammals is going to be happening, or marine organism, anything is going to happen. But the most biggest one is this, baby turtles. Can you guys see that? Okay, what is that actually? You guys thought this one, the light and up there, upside that one. Sorry, excuse me. Street light. It's not a moon. It's street light. And we human being itself also get confused by that thing. And you guys think, how about the turtle? It's just a baby turtle. It just came out from the egg, and now it's going to the traffic. Do you think she is able to do to say, okay, is there any car I want to cross? No, actually she is actually this baby turtle is coming from the beach. This is what happening now right now. Actually, light have a very important impact towards the turtle, where mother turtle and also baby turtle. Okay, first we talk about the mother. The mother will take the take the how to say the navigation mark from the star and light to find the best place to lay egg for their babies, safety of the babies. But due to the confusion of the sky globe, now the mother itself also don't know where to lay egg, and then she will lay egg anywhere else. And then at the same time, once she wants to go back to the ocean, she also has to see the star and moon. But because of the sky globe, she itself also doesn't know where to go, and then while she was like lost, the first thing is happen is dehydration. She become fatigued, and sometimes she just like how to say she lost, and then she will fall unconscious in anywhere else. So this is what happened. And same thing is going to happen for the baby, where she came out from the egg, and she wants to use the same thing, the moon and stars, to get back to the ocean. But due to this confusion, she doesn't know where want to go. So she just end up in the road like that. And due to this, there's a lot of baby turtle is now in extinction. You know. This is what we itself also doesn't know. Is that moon or street light? Where they are actually, we itself also doesn't know. How come we expect the baby turtle to be know where they are going? This is the biggest threat to the marine organism. Okay, light pollution. Actually, these are the actual overcome ways that they are suggested. But for me, it's not effective. Because light pollution does not have a very effective solution until right now, because the only thing is the light pollution is become a very become as an important discussion topic in the marine environment. Like I think previously from the 10 years before that, there is no one are willing to think about the light which actually pollute the marine organism. Now only it becomes a very huge topic to debate about it, and then they just came up with these things. But in my opinion, I only support this one, where we can use the LED light which have the blue color. As I already mentioned, blue color have the very high significant effect towards the marine ocean, where it can penetrate 40-meter depth, where sometimes it can penetrate until the seabed. So here, as a conclusion, I just want to say, marine organism, light is just for only us. marine organism is nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that thing. Actually, the thing is. So, do you guys think that marine species is really deserve to be like this?
No.
We are the one who using the light for our own daily life importance. But the person who affected, it's not us, it's not you, it's not our generation, but it's actually the marine mammals, the marine species, the marine environment. This is what is happening right now. So, as a conclusion, I just want to emphasize to each and every one of you guys to take the responsibility. The responsibility shouldn't only take by the marine pollution students. Actually, the responsibility is something that is significant, which should have to be taken each and every of us, because we are human, we have knowledge, so we are the one who should have to think about it. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, questions? No.
Can you go to the baby turtle?
Yeah.
Okay, just now, I have a question because there's a street light, right? But its work is giving light for the street.
Yes.
What the baby turtle doing there?
Okay.
Like it's not like, because I thought, okay, it's not our fault because the light is for the street. But the thing is, the baby turtle is so sad because like why the baby turtle doing at the street? Like,
Yeah, that's my question too. The thing is, this is the roadside which is how to say near to the beach. Okay, you just when we are talking about something, please don't think about only our nation, because in certain country the beach is actually beside the beach there will be a highway. Some parts there will be a highway road. So when the baby turtle is coming, pop out from the sand, the egg, and it's coming out, and then she was searching for the moon. So when there is a high intensity of light, at the same time there is a moon, which one is going to be first detected by the baby turtle? In your guys' opinion? The high intensity light. This is what they thought, like, okay, this is the moon, I should have to follow that. When they are following, when they are want to go nearby it, and then they end up. Is that, am I answering your question?
But in our country, most of the area, most of the area of coastal area, the range between the sea and the light source are too far.
Are you thinking that one? Actually, I'm previously going for a vacation at Mangkok. That time I was sitting at the beach side. Actually, the beach side, the coastal line of the beach side itself also they have the street light. You think that? I'm not talking about the road. I'm talking about the light. Light, it can be anywhere, which really give an effect towards the marine organism. So when this is happening, it's not only about the light. The sky glow. Actually, the thing is sky glow. This light, the high intensity light, gives the reflection towards the sky, which close the visibility of the stars at the light. When there is no stars, like how to say, if there is no GPS, you are like want to go to somewhere else, like from here to Ipoh. Okay, my own home now. You want to go there, and on the pathway, there's no Wi-Fi. The GPS closed. What are you gonna do? The same thing is happening for them. So it's like I don't know where to go. They are walking. Yeah, we also when there is a GPS, we will search any other place. We still will like walking or going, but instead we know where is our destination, which path to take. This is what is happening for the turtles. This is what I actually want to try to convey to each and everyone. Okay, am I answering your question? Thank you. Any question?
Okay, any other questions from ladies?
What is the question?
Most of you are busy with your phone from this
Wow.
time observing.
I was just curious if there is no man which is no lighting, like raining day. So how can the small turtle go back to the light?
Okay. If there is no any liner, there is no and something. Okay, I want to say, did you guys ever seen that, like when we are small, when we are kids, there were like some places when there was no light, but still there is some flash of light which is from moon. But because of the high intensity light, the flash of the moon is overlapped, which is close by the light intensity. Okay, as if there is no light, there is a light from moon, which is actually enough for the turtle or many species to take the direction, to take the navigation path. For human, it's actually not a difficult thing. We are used to become a comfort zone. So when there is nothing, we can't. But for them, it's already, they are adapt to it because that is nature and they also from nature. And we also from nature. Actually, we also can adapt it, but we are lazy to adapt it because we are already in the comfort zone. That's the simple, simply we can say, where they are already adapted to the situation. Just leave them just like that. And if you ask me, okay, if they become like, what we all do? I doesn't say, but there's no light. Use the light, but with low intensity. Don't in high intensity, which until affect the marine organism. Okay? Any other questions? Sorry?
I have a last question. So, you just cover the effect of this light to the at the near beach, near the, but how about in the deep sea ocean? How does this as the light pollution affect the deep sea environment, deep sea as ecosystem?
Okay, yeah, I doesn't cover it because of the time management. Actually, in deep sea, it also give a very high impact where first as I already mentioned about the prey and predator relationship as like, you know, when, okay, how to say, if there is a killer and we are the one, okay, someone is coming to kill me, what I'm going to do? I'm just showing him in front of him and say, don't kill me. No, I go and hide. That's the same thing is happening in the deep sea ocean where there is a predator, the prey is trying to hide from the predator. So they will search a place which is dark. So like normally dark, and then they will try to not communicate because sometimes even though the thing is dark, as we already know, the deep sea is already dark. So there is a light or no light, it doesn't give any different at the prey and predator relationship. But when the prey is already detect the predator, they're going to hide in something very dark place, and then they stop communicating. They stop transmit the vibration for the communication. So when there is no sound, there was there was silence, the predator think, oh, there's nothing, and then they will go. So this is one of the things which now affect the thing. So when there is a light, okay, even though the prey doesn't communicate, but visual, we can detect the thing. And the second thing is photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis, we already know the light from the sun and also the moon is also affect the photosynthesis. When there is a high intensity light, it give an effect towards the thing where they like all day. For them, it's become like for us 12 hours is night and 12 hours is moon. When there is a high intensity light, for the species in the deep water, for them it's 24 hours is sunny day. There is no night for them. So they already adapt for the lighting. Their daily routine is depend on the light. Okay, if the sun is here, then it's time for their communication to find their partner. When the sun is this side, there's a place for a time for where they need to navigate from one place to another place. So when there is each and every time there is a source for only one place, what they going to do? They confuse. This is what actually happened. Actually, in deep sea, another one more thing is the stress for the marine organism. Even coral itself also getting stressed because of the light intensity. Am I answering your question?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?